Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to another episode of Toilet Side Wrestling Talk. Today's guest hails from the great state of California. He's wrestled for such promotions as Vendetta Pro Wrestling, Wrestling for Charity, NWA, Big Time Wrestling. He's worked 2 matches for Impact, SenCal Pro, and of course now his home Ring of Honor. He's held the Vendetta Pro Team Championships with JD Horror, the WFC Heavyweight Championship, as well as the SenCal Pro Heavyweight Championship. Shared the ring with the likes of Scotty Ringer, Eli Drake, Nick Aldis, Brian Cage, Jeff Cobb, Rick Luxury, Colt Cabana, to name a few. He was voted the favorite Future of Honor star in Ring of Honor's 2020 awards. His first official Ring of Honor match is against O'Shea Edwards on ROH's YouTube channel on February the 9th. So let's welcome today's guest, someone whose eyelids are probably stronger than every single muscle in my body combined. Give you the metalhead maniac, Sledge.
Fuck yeah, that was cool.
Okay. That was all cool. You, right?
Yeah, no, that was all me, bud. That was the Sledge's highlights as of late. So
yeah, all right, yeah. Good.
I've been sitting under contract with COVID, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So wherever you're located right now, you guys have COVID as well?
Oh yeah,
it's traveled to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in California. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my hat here. Sorry.
Do whatever.
Ugh. Yeah. I'm in California. Yeah, we're COVID lockdown.
Oh, now what is that? What does that entail? Like, is it like a stay-at-home order there?
No, they've loosened it up. So okay. where I live in California, we don't really have like a very high cases of COVID because we're just such a small like community. So our gyms are open, so on and so forth. But yeah, they're starting to slowly open California where we could do like the outside dining and all that fun stuff. And you have to work out with a mask on and
What stinks for you guys is that it's nice all year round. Like at least like where I am in Illinois.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out right now. It's so cold and stuff. So like that's kind of naturally has been a restriction. Can I ask you a question? Sometimes sure. I'll ask a guest questions at the beginning that are ones that I don't want to forget to ask that really kind of don't fit in anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously you have a couple tattoos to say the very least. Did it hurt getting it literally like on your clavicle? Like actually, did that hurt more than like on like a muscle or
no, actually that's probably one of my least painful tattoos, honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
because I had one in my finger done, which
that sucks.
It was my first wife's name, so but that's a whole other story. Actually, funny little note, I'll follow through. My next wife is the same name, so it worked out perfectly.
Well done. Yeah, I'm gonna applaud you on that one.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever do that.
You know how many dates I went on with a Band-Aid over my finger? Like, on my ring finger and stuff. But whatever, I got my hooks in this one. She seems to want to stay.
I would have told her, hey, look, I don't need to get a ring because I already got one. Look, we're good.
Totally.
Yeah.
So what was the most painful?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the last time I got tattooed was. I need to get tattooed. So thank you for reminding me. I do need to get tattooed.
Awesome.
Probably this spot right here.
Okay.
Like this little area right here sucked. That was probably the most painful area. They say the more muscle you have on your body, the easier it is to get tattooed.
Okay.
So that's kind of nice because I'm somewhat muscular of a human being. Yeah, just
you can make a case for that.
It's not like I'm a body guy or anything, but yeah, no, I got to say that's probably the worst place. I got one on my stomach. That one didn't hurt too bad.
Like, did you get on like your abdomen?
Yeah, I got it right underneath my belly button.
Hard to breathe when you're. I mean, is it hard to keep still when you're getting that one, like without just normal breathing?
No, my hardest tattoo was I did 6.5 hours straight.
Oh my God.
Of this one.
Wow.
All the way around. Yeah, it goes up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was 6.5 hours.
Oh my! And it got done.
Oh yeah, I'm a one sit kind of guy. I don't want to come back and do it again.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
totally.
I'm a one sit kind of guy. Let's just sit down. Let's get it done with. I will do something with the pain. I'll figure it out, and go from there. So.
Well, speaking of your body, I'm 44. Okay, and is there any chance or any possibility that I could get to where you are physically right now? Like, or have I passed that?
No.
Okay, so what would I have to do? I haven't been to a gym in 30 years.
That's the first step.
Okay.
Yeah, first step is going to the gym and lifting weights.
Okay.
Second of all, if you want to put on size, you want to lift, and this it's just going to sound really bad, but if you want to put on size, you want to lift pretty much as heavy as you can within the 3 to 5 rep range. You want to be struggling going 3 to 5.
Okay.
And that's pretty much as heavy as you really want to go. 1 rep max is okay every like once a month, maybe at the most, but eat.
Okay.
Eat. And the guy your size, you seem like you're very, very thin.
Yeah.
No offense.
No. You should hear. I went swimming a couple weeks ago. My wife made some very offensive comments about me and the Holocaust. I'll just leave it at that.
I also love the cheeseburger shirt. That's really awesome.
Oh yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, that cheeseburger shirt's absolutely amazing. Eat as much as you can. Don't worry about their calorie intake. Don't give a crap about any of that. Just eat and lift. And once you get big, then you can start shredding down. Then it will all turn into muscle.
Okay, so would I need to go to the gym every single day, do you think?
No, not every single day. I think I go 6 days a week.
So if I was dedicated enough, could I get to where you are? How long would that take me?
How tall are you?
Like eating a ton and lifting a ton.
How tall are you?
Like 5'10".
Yeah, I'm 6'4".
I don't need to grow, not like the height.
Well, no, I'm just saying though, because my body wise, I'm stretched out, so I can go a little bit this way to get to where I'm at. My weight. I mean, what do you weigh right now? Probably about what, $160?
Yeah,
there it is. Bam.
Yeah,
right on the money. Look at that. Dude, I'm like, you got to add 100 pounds. Like,
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, you got to put on about 100 pounds, I
want to give my wife
a year and a half, 2 years, maybe. Don't quote me.
I want to give her the husband she's always wanted. And so, all right, I'll get on that. Okay. And you would not suggest I took drugs to speed up the process at all?
Are we recording? Are we live? Like,
yeah, no. For me, I'm not a wrestler. I'm just like,
no. I don't suggest putting unnecessary substances into your body. But a guy your age at 44 years old could go to his doctor and get something prescribed.
Oh, okay.
Because at your age, your testosterone levels do start dipping.
Yeah.
So that is a thing where you could get like some kind of testosterone cream or something along the lines to help you out, TRT or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, I'll figure this out. I guess I have time.
I mean, I don't know anything about that.
Does it feel good, like walking down the street? Like, do you ever walk down the street feeling nervous about other people, like knowing that like you can defend yourself?
All the time.
Okay.
I'm constantly. I don't want to say in a state of fear or anything like that, because that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But I stand out.
Yeah.
I'm not a small human being.
Mm-hmm.
I look a certain way. I stand out.
Very much.
I get stared at a lot, and I get very nervous in big crowds of places.
Oh, really?
I do. Yeah.
Has that been something your whole life?
You know, it's funny because I was talking to a buddy of mine, and it was one of those things was when I got sober.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when I was loaded, I didn't care. Like I was the life of the party. You know, let's keep going. Yeah, hell yeah. But when I got sober, it was one of those things where it was just I can't. I like crowds of people bumping into me. I get very like in a box. I'm like, crap. Like leave me alone. Like I can perform in front of thousands of people. Don't I'll get the butterflies, a little nervous, you know. But other than that, like I'll be at like a farmer's market, and I will be at like get me out of here.
Do people you're with, like, can they recognize that? Like
they know my signs. All I gotta do is give a little bit of Iggy on an elbow, and that means, hey, give me the hell out of here. Yep.
Oh, that's actually nice that you have that in place.
Yeah. It's one of the things where it's just my family caught on very quickly about that, about my triggers and me being out in public, and especially the more where I live at, I'm kind of considered as like I live in a place called San Luis Obispo, so I'm considered a slow celebrity.
Okay.
So that's very one of those things where it's like when I'm out in public, I do get stopped sometimes to get asked to take a picture. We have been interrupted during dinner. We have all that fun stuff because I live in a very, very small town.
Yeah. When you get interrupted at dinner, are you annoyed or are you like honored?
When the first time, it was very like I was thrown off.
Oh yeah,
I was like, what? Like they're like, wait, you're, and they kept staring at me. Like they kept staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck are these guys staring? You know? And finally the dad came up and asked me like, hey, are you Sledge? And I was like, yeah, I am. He goes, hey man, my son is a huge fan of yours. Like, would you take a picture? I was like, oh, let's do it. You know, if you ask me for a picture, absolutely, I'm gonna do it. If you're gonna just sit there and just stare at me.
Yeah, totally. That's creepy. That crosses the line.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm sorry to stop this. Is it like cool knowing that you have like fans? Like, there's people who like really like you.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Yeah, it still shocks me to this day that people still will be like, "Yo, dude, I've been a big fan of yours for years. I knew you were gonna make something of yourself," and I'm just like, what? You know, I'm just a normal human being. I'm just like you, man. I'm just a normal human being, dude. I'm just a normal dude who likes to play video games and wrestle. That's it.
Yeah, totally.
You know. So
that sounds like an awesome life. So I did mention this on the open, but you have a Twitch show, Coffee with Sledge.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How did can we go back in time and build up to what? You know, the Coffee with Sledge, you know, focus on mental health, physical health. How did that come to be? How did that become your thing?
The Twitch show?
Yeah.
It happened out of the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because you had time on you?
I started doing it on Instagram Live, just bringing people in to talk to me. And my buddy who I just literally just got off his show before I jumped on here goes, hey man, you should do this on Twitch. Like, this is good stuff. You should do it on Twitch. And another buddy of mine mentioned to me Twitch about a year ago, and I threw it off. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like Twitch, I play video games, but I'm not like a huge gamer, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, dude, you could do more than just game. Like, there's so many different things that you do on Twitch. And I just I kind of found a producer to help produce my show. And then he actually just left the show, unfortunately. So I'm actually doing everything on my own. Went out and invested in a badass PC and just started kind of doing it, kind of rocking and rolling. So
how long has it formally been up on Twitch, your show?
June. So
okay.
What are we at? We're going in about 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's I mean
it all merges together, and I'm on Twitch every day. Like there's I jump on Twitch, I talk to people. Somebody told me it's kind of like the Joe Rogan experience where you just kind of chop in and I'll just kind of sit here and just talk and just enjoy, just kind of like what we're doing now. Take questions, and then I'll play video games, or like yesterday we were watching wrestling or whatever I feel like, and then I do my coffee show as well at a certain time. But I'm always kind of popping on Twitch just to kind of kill a couple hours. If I have a couple hours to kill, I'll jump on Twitch and hang out with people and just let them know, hey, I'm going live in 15 minutes. Come join me. So
and you'll talk, you'll talk about whatever like someone wants to talk about.
Whatever anybody wants to talk about. Not just wrestling. It could be mental health. Somebody's having a bad day. Well, why are you having a bad day? Maybe I'll help them change. The cool thing about this is like my community, my Twitch community. I was kind of having a little bit of a rough day yesterday. I really was. I was mentally having a rough day. Sure. I jumped on Twitch. I was like, I'm just gonna jump on for a little bit. Nothing, dude. They noticed that there was something wrong with me. And they just started kind of just trying to uplift me. Wow. It was great. And then all of a sudden I'm playing games, we're watching wrestling, and I'm like back to the party. I'm back alive. So, I mean, they're a great, fantastic community. And this is probably something I'm going to continue doing for a very, very, very long time.
Now, is it like a really good outlet to get emotions out or ideas out? Or being able to be creative.
Yeah, you just got to be careful because you are being recorded and you are live. So you just got to be careful on like what you say, and
sure.
There's guidelines on Twitch that you have to abide by. I've given away stuff on my Twitch stream. Like I just gave away $100 Amazon gift card on my Twitch.
Oh wow!
Yeah, me and a couple other Twitchers met in Vegas just a couple weeks. Actually, this past weekend. So we streamed from the top of the giant big wheel Ferris wheel, the high roller Ferris wheel. We're all streaming from up there, and
cool.
Yeah, it was just it's just one of those things where it's like the community is just so great on Twitch, and we're doing the world's hottest gummy bear soon on Twitch, and we just do just fun stuff. Because everybody's like locked down. We're all locked inside. Like, what else are we gonna do?
Totally. Every day feels like a Tuesday.
Yeah, we all lose track of time. We all, if you're not scheduled right now, then you just don't have an outlet to do. And I'm giving you guys an outlet so you guys can come and hang out with me on Twitch and have fun and escape the world for a little bit.
If there wasn't a pandemic, would you be, wrestling every weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was on the road with Ring of Honor before it shut down. I actually did the ring crew. I was on the ring crew and drove the ring. Yeah. So
how many people set up the ring?
We have a lot of local guys that come and help us out, town to town. But I was the guy who was driving the truck. I was driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Had you driven a vehicle of that size ever before?
No.
Yeah, I bet that's. I drove a U-Haul truck once, and I was like, besides myself.
It's like riding a bike. You just jump behind there and just do it. I would go from state to state, town to town, set up the ring. I was head of ring crew for, 6 months, give or take.
Oh wow!
Before.
And what does that job entail?
Loading the trucks, unloading the trucks, getting to towns, getting things set up, running all over the place. Like it's a rough job, and it's who gets that job. Ring of Honor is looking at you for a reason. Like there's a reason why you're there. There's a reason why you're around all the boys. There's a reason why you're doing. Let's see how hard you're willing to work for this. And within 6 months, and they offered me the dojo spot as well. So that was part of the terms of the dojo spot. Hey, we're going to be at the dojo and we'll put you on the ring trucks, kind of put some money in your pocket to help you out.
Oh, that's really nice.
Ring of Honor has been great to me. ROH has been absolutely fantastic from the minute I showed up at an event just to help out, to them inviting me to Madison Square Garden, to inviting me to my tryout, to inviting me to Baltimore. They've been absolutely fantastic through the whole thing.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing that they'd be thoughtful enough to, or, you'd hope any company to like, here, we're, you're not gonna be in the ring, but we'll get you do stuff so you can make some cash, some money.
Yeah. And then we'll train.
Right.
And then we'll train you the way we want you to train and get you ready for TV while you're doing this. And we'll keep some money in your pocket and we'll keep you going. So yeah, wow. It was a really good experience. Got around the boys a lot, got to talk to the boys, pick their brains. I knew a couple of them, so that worked out well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I knew Cobb.
Were you intimidated by anyone?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Can we go back to when Sledge was younger?
Sure. Were you a young ball peen?
Yeah. Were you? I know, like a 5-year-old's not built, but were you like a bigger, more athletic?
I was a short, fat kid.
Really?
Yeah, I got picked on a lot.
So is that a motivation for like how amazing your body is now?
Yes.
It comes directly from that.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. And was your family like bigger?
My dad's side was came from a bigger, larger. I think a couple of his brothers were in the 6-foot range, and yeah.
When did you hit your height growth spurt?
7th, 8th grade.
Okay. Did you shoot up?
Yeah, I started kind of gradually getting bigger. I mean, I was 5'5" in like 5th grade.
Okay.
You know, but I was still heavy, and I just got picked on a lot. I was
I imagine.
Not a fun time at all.
Did you hate going to school?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I hated going to school. I hated walking home from school because I would get beat up by these high schoolers. Yeah, I would. I hated a lot of things. I didn't do very well in school. I'm not very academically sound. It's just.
So would you say high school was not I had such a great time in high school?
High school wasn't like totally bad, but it wasn't the greatest either. So
okay, they weren't the highlight of
it wasn't
your
life
years.
No. I want to say the highlight of my years is like right now.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
No, you're fine. No, the highlight of my life, man, literally has been the last 6 years of me being sober.
I bet.
And it's been absolutely fantastic, man. The ride has been, and the minute that I decided to like really buckle down and be a professional wrestler and not play wrestler, then it was, let's go. And it's been an amazing ride.
So when was the first time you watched, you had seen or heard of wrestling?
Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, wrestle SummerSlam 91.
Oh, wow. That was the first time you had
Intercontinental Championship. Yep.
And are you watching this by yourself?
Watching it with my dad.
Your dad. Okay. Yeah. So he was a big wrestling fan?
Oh, my dad was a huge wrestling fan. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, would your dad have, had your dad ever seen you wrestle?
No, my dad passed when I was 12.
Would he be so proud of you? Like, oh my God!
I would say yes. I would say that there's a lot of trials that I went through that I had to go through as an adult to become the man that I am today.
Sure.
And I want to say that he's looking down or wherever he is right now, and is very proud of what I became and the man that I've became.
I mean, I can't imagine he wouldn't. So you were 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I imagine that probably still is the most difficult thing you've ever had to go through.
Yeah, it wasn't. It still bugs me to this day. Have you watched? When does this air?
This will air. What's today? This will air Tuesday.
All right, perfect. Oh, excellent. If you guys watch week by week this past week, I vocalized a lot of, of my dad in the sit down interview that I did with Ring of Honor. So
yeah, with Quinn.
Yeah, no, it wasn't with Quinn. It was just a sit down. It was the sit down interview getting ready to get into my match. So I voiced a lot of stuff about my dad in that. Yeah.
Sure. And
it's also up on my social media at Sledge805 on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay.
So your dad passes away, and then I imagine things go south.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly. Yeah. My dad was like the glue that held the family together.
And did you have a good enough relationship with like your mom to? No. Okay.
I don't even talk to her to this day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So who is the one who? I mean, you're 12 years old. Who consoles you?
My sister.
She's older.
She's
I
older,
imagine.
yeah, 2 years, yeah.
Okay, but even oh my God, that's her response. Falls on her.
Yeah, and then she moved out, and then she moved out when she was like 16. So then I was 14. So then I was kind of fending for myself.
Who was taking care of you? I mean, who was responsible for you? Your mom?
Well, technically my mother was, but she would lock herself in her bedroom because she was after she got off work.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like just depressed out of her mind.
Was she like that prior to your father's passing?
No, I honestly don't really remember too much of that of when she was before my father passed, but yeah, I don't know. I know she doesn't live in California anymore. I know that she moved away. I don't know. Last time I talked to her was right before I flew, the day before I flew to England for a tour.
Oh wow!
Her new husband passed, and I heard about it right before I walked out the curtain to go wrestle. Actually, my sister called me and was like, "Hey, this is what's." I was like, "I'm ready to." I'm like walking out the curtain right now. Like we got to talk about it. Yeah,
well, you're not going to even pick up the phone, but then
I wasn't, but she kept calling me.
Okay.
She kept calling me, and like I listen to music before I wrestle, so it kept interrupting my music, and I'm just
okay.
I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm getting ready to walk out. What's going on? She goes, you like, this is what happened. Like, I call her Terry is my real mother's name. She goes, hey, mom's husband died. And I was like, okay, that's great. Like, I'm getting ready to walk out the curtain. Like, I will call you after I'm done and we will talk about this and we'll figure it out. But I have to focus on what's going on right now. So I don't get hurt. So I don't get hurt. Right. So I went out there, did my thing, got dropped on my neck.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I got dropped on my neck pretty badly, actually.
And how long did that keep you out?
It didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you paying for that now? Or?
I don't know. I got a good chiropractor.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when this is all happening, like, do you have I imagine you don't have like a therapist or like at that point, like when you were younger.
I've seen therapists. Yeah, I've seen.
Oh
therapists.
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
but I'm saying when you were that age to deal with something like
no
that.
No one could tell me anything when I was that young. No one. Yeah, no one could tell me anything. I was just I was a pain in the butt, the best way to put it. Any kind of male influence tried to tell me to do something, I wanted to fight him off the bat. And
okay.
Any kind of female influence, I would just tell him to kind of go shove it, honestly.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
And so were you drinking?
Oh yeah, I started drinking when I was 13.
Oh my God! On purpose? You know what I mean? Like
it was with my right after my dad passed. It was with his brother. He was an alcoholic, and I don't know what he's doing to this day. I don't really have contact with any of my family, to be honest.
Sure.
And I remember us getting hammered drunk off squirt and vodka.
Oh my God!
And then
squirt.
He was 6'3", 300 something pounds. I was maybe 5'6", 5'8", maybe.
Were you trying to keep up with him on that?
We just started going,
okay.
And then next year I know I find him on top of me beating the living shit out of me. Okay,
and so do you get out of there?
Yeah, I obviously I get the hell out of there, and then he was on top of me just beating the living. I think I passed out, or I really don't remember. I'm just But I know that I came home pretty black and blue. I remember that.
Did anybody say, "Hey, how'd that happen?"
Nah.
So you didn't have really any adult influence at this point? Not influence, but someone to kind of keep an eye over you? No,
and my dad's best friend, he's like an uncle to me, tried the best he could, and said, after my dad passed, he promised my dad that he would look after us and take care of us.
Sure.
And I wasn't having anything of it. I didn't care.
So can I ask, was there a rock bottom?
Of me getting sober?
Yeah, where things got completely out of hand, and you said when you realized it was out of hand.
Which time?
Any time.
Yeah, man. When I was 18, man, I got arrested, and then after I got arrested, I became homeless. And after I became homeless, my sister, that was probably the last time I had contact with reaching out to my biological mother for help or something like that was when I was living on the streets. I called her collect from payphone. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's payphone. Payphone guys.
Challenge you to find one.
They challenge you to find a payphone nowadays. She picked up the phone, and I go, "Hey, I need help. I'm going to die out here on the streets."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Sorry, I can't help you," and hung up the phone on me.
So did she have mental illness?
I don't know. I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak on her behalf or anything like that.
Sure.
But yeah, it was definitely. It was definitely one of those things where it was just like, then I called my sister, called her collect, and she was living in San Francisco at the time, and she's been was trying to find me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Hey, can you get to here? I got a bus ticket waiting for you."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she bused me up to San Francisco and kind of helped me get off the streets.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Does that make you appreciate your life now more?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hit rock bottom a couple more times.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me, with alcohol and addiction. It definitely hit rock bottom a couple times, but
Did you reach out? At these times, did you try and reach out for help at all, or you just couldn't? I mean, from my experience, I have a hard time. I had a hard time like reaching out to people because I pulled away so much.
Right. No, and my sister's always been there.
Okay.
She's always been like that mother figure to me. If I ever needed like money or anything like that, she would always. Yeah. Oh, here you go. If you whatever you need, I'm here for you. And she's very excited and very happy to where I am now.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, but with I'm trying to figure out what the question. I'm sorry, I forgot about the question.
No, it was just about appreciating life now, and we also talked about your sister bringing you up there and how she's kind of had to take on a bit of a mom role with you growing up.
I'm very appreciative of everything I have today.
I imagine.
I have a roof over my head that I pay for.
Mm-hmm.
I have cars. I have, I have an amazing, setup, in my studio.
Yeah. You got an awesome TV.
I have an 86 upstairs.
Really? Yeah. Can I ask you how much that cost? Because I've been angling to get a new TV, but.
I think I paid.
Under $1,000?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wish.
You got a good TV. Yeah.
I got an LG. Smart something or other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I had a 70-inch. That's what I have in my office now.
Is the 70-inch now look like you're watching something on your phone?
No, because it's in my office, and my office isn't like super big.
Oh, that's amazing.
It looks huge in my office, so it's fantastic.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay, so you had some run-ins with the law as well.
Yeah.
Is that correct? And where did that happen amongst your journey of going back up again?
It was when I was 18, when I was younger, and everything's been expunged. So
nice.
I have a clean record. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yep. Everything's been expunged. All my fines were paid. Never went back in. Never violated probation. Never did any of that. It was just a one and done deal with me. Yeah. So
that's great because sometimes it takes people a ton of those times to Did you have to spend any time in
6 months
jail? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that? Are you okay to talk about that?
Yeah. I'm just not going to tell you what I did.
No. Okay. I don't care about that. No.
Okay.
That's not what I care about. Yeah. Like something to get you in there.
Something stupid.
Was the food horrible?
I'm trying to remember the food.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but I also had commissary too, so commissary wasn't bad.
And you could get can people smoke cigarettes in Like, no, you can't.
No.
Okay. So you got out of there, and at that point, did you say, I need to change my entire life?
I became homeless.
That's when you became.
That's why I became homeless. Yeah.
Oh my! And so was it like something like it's like daytime, and you're like, where am I going to sleep tonight?
Exactly.
Every night? Did you have to, ask for money and stuff like that?
Yeah. No, oh shit. I slept on a park bench. Not a park bench, but a bus bench.
Yeah, where it's kind of covered.
Yeah, and then I had a buddy who worked at a 24-hour fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go in there and I would go and shower.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Oh God. So what do you about like food? Is it's even a struggle to get food at that point?
Homeless shelter.
Oh God. Was it very did you meet some like I'll say this. I had to go into a hospital for a little while to, get, I have bipolar disorder and I had to get that straightened out. But I met some amazing people in there who were, really down on their luck, like me. Did you along the way, like when you were homeless, like meet some people that like you cared about?
Yeah, but no one that I've kept in contact with.
Yeah, no, me neither. But
did
it
some people
show you that
helped me out, and it was I was homeless, and when I was homeless, people helped me get hotel rooms. When they could. So some nights I was sleeping on the streets, some nights I was sleeping in a bed.
Okay.
So that's just the way life was.
And during all this time, like, have you been like treated for depression or anything?
I haven't been medically treated for depression. No.
At that point, I mean.
At that point, no.
Okay.
No. I still battle. I still battle depression badly.
Oh,
extremely. Yeah. I have. I don't want to say that they're like don't wake me up. Yes, don't wake me up. Do not startle me. Do not anything like that. I will snatch you.
But the people in your life know this.
They
and
know that.
respect that.
Yes. They know great. They know all of my triggers. They know all of that. So I'm safe. I'm 100% sound, and I'm making myself sound like I'm a mental patient, but I'm not.
No, I was a mental patient.
Yeah, no.
I'm the one.
No. It's one of those things, man, where it's I listen to a lot of like motivational stuff to try to stay myself motivated. I try to help motivate others. I'm a true 100% comeback story.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm fucking Rudy. Excuse my language.
No, I don't care.
But
it's amazing that now you have that power to like tell people, see people who are kind of in the same type of situation and like, all right, listen, I can help you, or I can offer, this advice.
I don't go anywhere without having some kind of cash on me.
Okay.
To help somebody else out.
And like, you're not like a billionaire or anything.
No.
Okay.
Far from.
Yeah, which makes it even more. Do people ever say, "Why are you giving, money to this person?"
I don't. I would say, why not? Because
you
they need
like buy someone a meal.
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. I buy people meals. I even if I can't afford it, I'll do it. If somebody came to me right now and said, "Hey man, I need this," I will do the best I can to get them this.
Okay, that's
that's just the kind of person I am because I came from nothing,
Yeah.
All this stuff here, all TVs and my computer and all that shit could all, it's all great. It's all materialistic stuff. Though. It all can go away tomorrow. And, I'll be a little sad about it, but somebody else needed that more than I did.
Yeah. So
and it could be replaced.
Did that like teach you like compassion?
To a certain point, I am a compassionate person. I'm an extremely compassionate person.
Sure.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, just like anybody else does. And I guess it would. I guess thinking about it, it did actually make me a very compassionate person.
It sounds like it. So, tell me about the comeback, building everything back up again.
when I got sober 6.5 years ago, man, is when,
Wow.
I mean, I was bad.
Every day?
Drinking every day.
AM?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I had to.
Yeah.
And taking pills. I had to. Yeah.
To seem like you had it together?
Somewhat level. Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat level. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
It was to the point of like I would vomit in the shower every morning and blood would come out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So but in seeing that though wouldn't like
I just need to. I thought I was in pain.
So how did you get to 6 years ago? Like, when you became sober, I
lost everything.
Okay.
Again.
And did you say I need to get help?
No, my best friend did.
Okay. And is he still your best friend?
Oh yeah, he's still my brother to this day. We have the same tattoo. Same tattoo, same spot.
Oh wow! Did you get them at the same time?
We didn't. We had 2 separate times. But,
same place?
No, two different people.
Okay. So that's amazing. So did you have to go into a facility at all?
No, it was just one of those things, man, where it's just like I'm tired of feeling like shit. And I'm tired of living my life just not happy. And no one being around me, nobody wanting to be around me, because my alcoholism and my addiction just spun out of control.
Yeah.
And when you have an addict mindset, and you have an addictive mindset, I have a very addictive mindset. You can't stop. As much as you want to, you can't stop.
Yeah.
And it was
so you can identify that I shouldn't be doing this, but you can't stop yourself from doing it.
I can't. Yeah, no, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, this is bad. This is to the point of like I was suicidal, a few times. And it's just take me off this earth. Why am I here? What is the point of me being here?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. So you get sober and it's just cold turkey like today, and it hasn't happened again for 6 years.
Hasn't happened ever since.
That's amazing.
And the day that I woke up clear-minded, man. Clear-minded is the day that like my life, and I just changed. All I did was change an addiction for an addiction. And the reason why I say that is I changed a pill addiction and an alcohol addiction to a food addiction.
Oh,
so
okay.
I just supplemented one for the other. That's all I did.
Okay, before you got sober, were you heavy like into lifting?
Yeah,
I love your body and such, keeping it healthy.
Yeah,
well,
to the best of my ability,
not your liver.
while I was being loaded. Yeah.
And
did Steve Austin's podcast 2 years ago, which launched me into a different bracket. And one of the promoters, then I started flying everywhere.
Okay.
Then people wanted to know who I was. So then I started flying. Then I got on Impact Pro Wrestling, did an Impact pay-per-view with Eli Drake, which in the highlight video you guys saw. And then that kind of launched me into a different bracket.
Yep.
And then Ring of Honor was coming to town in Las Vegas, and I don't live very far from Vegas, about 6 hours from Vegas. And Ring of Honor, I always watched Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor always remember Ring of Honor on HD Net.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's 2000 great. Their roster. I mean, they've actually always had amazing rosters. Since what was it, 2002 or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always like a couple years of amazing talent.
Yeah, and that was one of those years. And I've always kind of kept up on Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is always kind of where I believe that I would probably end up sooner or later. I did the New Japan cap with Shibata-san, and I just did everything I could to get to the next level. WWE tryouts, WWE this, WWE that, blah 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 blah. Went to Ring of Honor.
Is this all stressful?
Nah, it's all part of the day. I mean, I wrestled Nick Aldis for the NWA title.
Yeah.
It's just it's just all part of the day. And I
wasn't
even
say to yourself, "Oh my god, I'm a professional wrestler."
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm a professional wrestler. It's kind of This is my love. This is my job.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where a lot of people still doubt me to this day, that don't believe that I belong in the spot that I'm in, and don't really understand the sacrifices that I've made to get into the spot that I'm in.
Other wrestlers?
Critics, wrestlers.
Okay.
You know, I'm not. You know, we're not here to talk about that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where, like, I know a lot of people don't believe that I belong where I'm at today.
Okay.
But at the same time, don't know the sacrifices that I've made to get to where I'm at today.
So is that just like you could care less what they have to say?
I'm learning too.
Okay. Why? Because would you normally react to it?
I would try not to. I don't get involved in online media, social media arguments or anything like that. But social media is a good tool and a horrible tool.
Yeah, it can get you in a lot of trouble.
It can get you into a lot of trouble. On top of that, it can get you. It doesn't give people filters. You say whatever they want about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody can watch.
Everyone can be a tough guy, you know.
Oh yeah, everybody's a keyboard warrior. You know, somebody could be watching this thing and then write me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is and tell me how bad I suck and I don't deserve to be here because I'm an alcoholic and I'm an addict. Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened. You know, and I'm like, wow, and that really makes me think to myself, do I really belong to be here?
But like, just because like you're alcoholic or you know have
everybody has
problems, yeah, and it doesn't mean that like you're a bad person,
right?
You know what I mean? Like one has nothing to do with the other,
right? But my mental struggle is, I and it was funny because I was having this conversation yesterday with a good buddy of mine, and you can't let the internet dictate how you feel. Okay. And I let the internet dictate how I felt yesterday, and I felt really bad. How, you know, I just felt bad. I let the internet dictate how I felt yesterday.
Sure.
And my buddy's like, dude, you can't let the internet dictate how you feel, man. They're just a bunch of people who don't know who you are, who don't know you personally. You know, and
yeah, you know, it's awful like doing that to someone, but yeah, they don't know.
Yeah. So that's I have my good days and my bad days. I have my mental days just like anybody else does, probably just like you do. You know, I have some days I feel like just hiding away and getting off social media, like, and
that's okay.
It is okay, and I'm having to learn, and this is something that I'm going to continue working on, is stepping away from social media.
Yeah.
Post when I need to post what I need to post, and step away.
Yeah. You do your thing and then get out of there.
Yeah, because social media will suck me in for sometimes. Like suck me in for.
Imagine.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man, you really think that way of me? Like, man, that's.
I mean, it takes discipline though not to respond to it.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. Like.
Yeah, you could call me out and say that I'm the biggest POS in the world and yada yada, and I will not respond to you.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you have the ability to do that and like
I will block you. Yeah. I will do the opposite. I will block you. So.
Well, I don't want to keep you a ton longer. I feel bad. So February 9th, you have your match with O'Shea Edwards.
Yes.
Are there other matches? Is it that night?
It's going to be on week by week.
Okay, so Tuesday, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's on our Ring of Honor's week by week show. I don't believe there's going to be other matches. I think it's just going to be all focused on me and O'Shea.
Awesome.
Which is, I'm so thankful that Ring of Honor has given us the platform to do this.
Yeah.
Two hungry guys. O'Shea is an absolute animal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He's a beast of a human being. He's a great human being. Go ahead.
Is he? Would you consider him a friend? You're not an enemy.
Acquaintance.
Okay. Is it fun wrestling people that you like or like friends with? Or it could go either way.
It can go either way.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Here's another question. I'm sorry. It may seem random. Is it fun, like holding a championship? Like you had won the tag team championships with JD Horror.
That's my best friend. That's who.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's who helped save my life. Yeah.
Oh, your best friend's is a pro wrestler too. That's perfect.
He's retired now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually runs a great podcast called the Post Mortem Show. It's a great podcast. That on? It's a #1 podcast. I think he airs it once a week.
Okay.
It's a #1 crime story podcast, like #1 or
cool.
the top 10 or something like that. It's great. It's fantastic. It will get you shaking in your boots. I'll tell you that much.
And like you could get it on like iTunes, like download.
iTunes. Oh yeah, iTunes, Spotify. You name
cool.
it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's great. His voice is great. The narration's great. Everything's great. It's called True Crime Horror Stories. I apologize.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
True Crime Horror Stories. I apologize. Porsche Modem is his other podcast. Sorry.
Got it. So,
dang.
Did you ever carry your belt around anywhere?
It sucks going through an airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what does that entail? So I imagine it's in some sort of bag, or do you
number one wrestler rule is you never check your gear bag.
Got it. Oh, there'd be like checking your medicine. You should have it.
You always have your gear with you, because I've done that once. We'll never do it again.
Oh, can you just tell about that real quick?
Sure. It was when I was first breaking in. I got contacted to come do some Florida stuff. Mm-hmm. So I flew out to Florida, and I had my carry-on, but when we got to Chicago, of all places, Chicago, O'Hare was like, "Oh no, it's not going to fit. We need to put it underneath the plane."
Oh God.
Okay, it fit from point 8. Oh, okay. So we did that, and it never made it.
Wait, the bag never made it?
Yep, it got left in O'Hare.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So
what do you do with that? But
I had to borrow some gear. I had to borrow some gear.
And was your stuff ever recovered?
Yeah. So thankfully, I borrowed some gear, and I got through the match, and then they drove me back to the airport.
Oh.
Because they called me and told me that it was on the next flight here from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So then they held it for me. They drove me back to the airport because I was staying there for a couple days. I had a couple shows to do. So then I grabbed it, and then it was all fine and dandy. But that will never happen again. Your stuff wasn't all stretched out. No one had tried it on. No. But going through an airport with a championship belt, you always have it with you. Okay. Yeah. And do you keep it in a bag, or is it? I keep it in my gear bag. Okay. Yeah. So you're not walking around with it over your shoulder, like down the airport, like to your gate? No. Do you know any wrestlers who do that? I don't. Okay. No. But when they go and they see a big, bright, shiny thing in your bag, what happens? They open your bag. Mm-hmm. And when they open the bag, what do they see? They see the belt. And what do? They pick it up and they hold it up. And then everybody looks at you. Oh, jeez. Yes. And then, like, right after that, people can say, are you famous? Yeah. Are you a wrestler? Yep. Does anyone ever mistake you for somebody else? I have been mistaken for Batista. I was just going to say that. Once or twice before. Okay. Yes. All right. I'm going to let you go in a minute. Can I ask you some 5 non-wrestling related random yes or no questions? Shoot. I don't think they're offensive. I haven't checked yet. Usually my wife, I read them to her, but I wasn't able to. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. For $400,000, would you change your ring name from Sledge to Brad Marcus? For $400,000? Brad Marcus. Boy, that's a random name. It's my name. Is it? Yeah. Oh, will I change it to that? You got a pretty cool podcast. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? All right, 400 grand. Sure. And I'm sure at some point you could change your name back. Does that mean you get Sledge? I guess. I mean, it's available at that point. There you go. All right. Could you easily put me in a sleeper hold and knock me out? Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that one day California will break off into the Pacific?
I hope I'm away when it does.
Okay. All right, fine. That's a fair enough answer. And your last question. Did you ever break a sweat watching any of the Fast and Furious movies?
That's a great question. I'm a huge Fast and the Furious fan.
Yeah.
Huge Fast and the Furious fan. I don't want to say I broke a sweat, but
did you shed a tear in any of them?
I did.
Really? Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah, I'm an emotional guy, man.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. My mom cried in Rocky 5. It was the one where he wasn't. The main fight was like
I was like
street.
Yeah, the main fight was him against Tommy Gunn.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Tommy Gunn.
What was the guy who was supposed to be like Don King? There was a guy just like that. That was
if you touch me, I'll sue.
Touch me. Totally. My mom. We had to sit through the credits because my mom was like still like weeping. It wasn't a sad movie.
I love Rocky.
Yeah, those are the best.
I love all of them.
Totally.
Sylvester's a boss.
Sledge, thank you so much for spending all this time with me, giving it to me. I really appreciate it. It was awesome talking to, and hopefully next time we talk, we'll talk more about like inside the ring.
Sure.
But thank you for putting up with the outside of the ring stuff today.
God, man, you're good, man. Thank you for having me, bud. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. See you guys later. Thanks so much.
All right, take care.